Dear students, welcome to the today's chemistry class. So in this class, let us discuss another chapter called as states of matter. States of matter. States of matter is another chapter in chemistry part 1 textbook. So you know very well, in the nature, mainly the matter is classified into three important states. They are called as solid states, liquid state, and gaseous state. So that is, the matter that exists in the nature is mainly classified into three states. That is solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. So in this states of matter chapter, let us discuss in details about liquid state and gaseous state. Solids you know very well, they have a definite geometrical shape and a definite volume. And in liquids, they have a definite volume but there is no definite geometrical shape. And gases neither have a definite shape nor a definite volume. So we know very well, if we come to the liquid state and gaseous state, in the liquids there are certain physical properties, that is viscosity of a liquid, surface tension of a liquid and vapor pressure of a liquid. So in this states of matter, let us discuss in details about the forces of attractions that exist between the interacting particles in gaseous state as well as liquid state. To understand this liquid state and gaseous state, let us come to the first topic, intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces are nothing but the forces of attraction or repulsion. The forces of attraction and repulsions that exist between the two interacting particles are called as intermolecular forces. So the forces of attraction and the forces of repulsion between the two interacting particles are called as intermolecular forces. So intermolecular forces are nothing but the forces of attraction, and repulsion, between the interacting particles, between the two interacting particles. These interacting particles may be atoms or molecules. Interacting particles means atoms and molecules. Interacting particles are nothing but atoms or molecules. So between the atoms or between the molecules, if there exist the forces of attraction, there exists attractive force, and if there exists repulsion force, so both the repulsion force and both the attractive force that existing between two interacting particles, that is atoms and molecules, are called as intermolecular forces. And these intermolecular forces does not include the electrostatic force of attraction that exists between the two oppositely charged ions. ಅಂದರೆ ಎರಡು ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಸ್ಟಾಟಿಕ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನಾವು ಇಂಟರ್ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ the electrostatic electrostatic, the electrostatic force of, the electrostatic force of attraction, the electrostatic force of attraction between the two oppositely charged, between the two oppositely charged ions is not a intermolecular, is not a intermolecular force of attraction. ಸೊ ಅಂದರೆ ಎರಡು ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಸ್ಟಾಟಿಕ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನಾವು ಇಂಟರ್ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನಲ್ಲ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ NaCl is a solid ionic compound. In this NaCl, between Na plus and Cl minus ions, there exists electrostatic force of attraction. ಈ Na plus ಮತ್ತೆ Cl minus ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಸ್ಟಾಟಿಕ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as ionic bond ಅಂತೀವಿ. That electrostatic force of attraction exists between the two oppositely charged ions is not a intermolecular force of attraction. Intermolecular force of attractions are they are very weak van der Waals forces. Intermolecular force of attractions or intermolecular force of repulsions are just a weak van der Waals forces. But strong electrostatic force of attraction that present between the two oppositely charged ions is called as ionic bond ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಆ ionic force ಅಥವಾ ionic bond ಅಥವಾ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಸ್ಟಾಟಿಕ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನಾವು ಇಂಟರ್ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ intermolecular force of forces are nothing but just the force of attractions and the force of repulsions existing between the atoms and the molecules. Electrostatic force of attractions that present between the two oppositely charged ions is not a intermolecular force of attractions. The attractive forces, only attractive forces present between the two interacting particles are called as van der Waals forces. ಎರಡು ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಕೇವಲ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆದರೆ ಆ ಥರ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ನ ನಾವು ವ್ಯಾನ್ ಡರ್ ವಾಲ್ಸ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ದಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದಿ ಟೂ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ van der Waals forces. Van der Waals forces. So it is van der Waals forces. Van der Waals. So van der Waals forces are attractive intermolecular forces. Van der Waals forces are attractive intermolecular forces between the two interacting particles. Van der Waals forces are nothing but attractive intermolecular forces between the interacting particles. Attractive and repulsive forces between the two interacting particles, that is atoms and molecules, are called as intermolecular forces. Only attractive forces that exist between the two interacting particles are called as van der Waals forces. These van der Waals forces was discovered by Dutch scientist called as Johns van der Waal. Johns van der Waal. Johns van der Waal discovered the existing of attractive forces between the atoms and molecules. They are called as van der Waals forces. Johns van der Waal was a Dutch scientist who explained the deviation of real gases from ideal behavior based on the attractive forces between the atoms and molecules. ಅಂದರೆ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಥರ ವ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ವಾಲ್ಸ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ deviation of real gases was explained from ideal behavior. So Johns van der Waal was a Dutch scientist who explained the existing of van der Waals forces, that is attractive intermolecular forces between the two interacting particles. Based on this attractive intermolecular forces between the two interacting particles, there are mainly three types of van der Waals forces. That is types of van der Waals forces. They are dispersion forces. They are also called as London forces. And second one, dipole forces. And third one, induced dipole forces. So dispersion forces are London forces, dipole forces, dipole-induced dipole forces. So these are the three van der Waals forces. All these three van der Waals forces are attractive forces that exist between two interacting particles, that is atoms and molecules. Let us discuss one by one in details. First type of van der Waals forces are called as dispersion forces or London forces. See here, generally atoms and non-polar molecules are do not have a dipole moments. Atoms and non-polar molecules do not have any dipole moments because in atoms and non-polar molecules their electron clouds are symmetrical. That means electron density is equally distributed in atoms and non-polar molecules. So you take noble gases. Example, noble gases like helium, neon, argon, xenon, krypton and radon. So these are always monoatomic. So in these atoms, electron density is symmetrically distributed. Means in all the sites, electron density is equal. So that these atoms do not have any dipole moment. No polarity, no positive pole, no negative poles are present in noble gases. So that means if I take atom, so electron density is equally distributed. So no charge separation, no positive charge or no negative charge is separated in these atoms. And say non-polar molecules, non-polar molecules like hydrogen molecule, O2 molecule, N2 molecule, Cl2 molecule, etc. In these molecules also, so their electron cloud is symmetrically distributed. In these molecules also, no charge separation. So their electron clouds are symmetrically distributed. Such type of non-polar molecules or atoms like noble gases can exhibit London forces or dispersion forces. These dispersion forces or London forces can be observed in non-polar molecules and non-polar atoms like noble gases, where there is no charge separation, where there is a symmetrical distribution of electron cloud, where there is no permanent dipole moment. But however, even though their electron clouds are symmetrically distributed, when these atoms are non-polar molecules, when they approach close to one another, so this is non-polar atom or non-polar molecule in which electron density is symmetrically distributed. When such type of electron cloud symmetrically distributed atoms are non-polar molecules approach very close to each other, when their electron clouds are approached very close to each other, then temporarily or temporary dipoles are observed. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು electron clouds negative ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ their shapes are deformed when they approach close to each other. ಈ ತರ shapes are deformed. Symmetrically distributed circular electron cloud of two non-polar atoms or two non-polar molecules, when they approach close to one another, so the electron cloud of one non-polar atom or molecule is collide with the electron cloud of another non-polar atom or molecule, so that the shapes are deformed in such a way that the electron density is more at one end, that is called as partial negative charge, and electron cloud is least at another end, that is called a partial positive charge. Now temporarily two dipoles are induced into their shapes, into that non-polar molecules. So in one non-polar molecule shape, electron density is more at one side and electron density is least at another side. Now temporarily dipoles are induced. in the molecules, in the deformed molecules, at one side electron density is more and at another side electron density is less. The side where electron density is more is called as a partially negative charge, and the side where the electron density is less, partially positive charge is param. Now between these two temporary dipole molecules, between these two temporary dipole molecules, now between these two temporary dipoles are two nonpolar molecules. Now a temporary attractive force exists. Temporary attractive force exists. That temporary force of attraction, the temporary force of attraction between the two nonpolar molecules or nonpolar atoms is called as dispersion forces. Dispersion forces exist when the temporary dipoles of two nonpolar molecules are close to each other. Temporary dipole moments of two nonpolar molecules hatra ittave allivargunu attractive force exists. That temporary attractive force between the two nonpolar molecules is called as dispersion forces. Let r, small r be the distance of separation of two nonpolar molecules. R is nothing but distance of separation of interacting particles. Smaller the distance of separation between the two interacting particles, greater is the attractive force, greater is the dispersion forces. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಟೆಂಪರರಿ ಆಗಿದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Greater the distance of separation of two interacting particles, dispersion forces or attractive forces decreases. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ atoms and nonpolar molecules do not have a dipole moment. Their electron clouds are symmetrically distributed, but whenever the electron clouds of atoms or nonpolar molecules approach close to each other, then their shapes are deformed and temporarily dipole moment is induced. Between that temporarily dipole moment induced nonpolar molecules, attractive force exists. That temporary attractive force between the two nonpolar molecules are called as dispersion forces. So that is now dispersion forces are nothing but the temporary attractive forces between the two nonpolar molecules or atoms are called as dispersion forces, or they are also called as London forces. The temporary attractive forces. Now this is the temporary attractive force. less. At another side, electron density is more. So this type of temporary attractive force that exists between the two non-polar molecules or non-polar atoms are called as dispersion forces. And these dispersion forces are always attractive forces. Point number 1. Note 1. Dispersion forces. Dispersion forces are always attractive forces. Dispersion forces are always attractive forces, but they are temporary. ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ನಾನ್ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಹತ್ರ ಇರ್ತವೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ because of electron cloud, so then their shapes are deformed. Between that deformed non-polar molecules, a temporary dipole moment exists. Between that temporary dipole moment non-polar molecules, attractive force exists. That temporary dipole moment, the temporary attractive forces between the non-polar molecules is called as dispersion forces. Dispersion forces are always attractive. Next, second one. These dispersion forces, these temporary attractive forces that exist between two non-polar molecules is significant or important only up to 500 picometer. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ನಾನ್ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ 500 ಪಿಕೋಮೀಟರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ these are attractive in nature. When distance increases between the two interacting particles, they regain their original structure. They become once again non-polar. That is dispersion forces. Dispersion forces are significant only up to 500 picometer. 500 picometer distance ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆ ನಾನ್ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಟೆಂಪರರಿ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮಧ್ಯಗಡೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದರೆ particles or atoms or molecules regain their original structure, symmetrical structure, ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತವೆ. ಈ ಥರ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು ನೋಡಿ, ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು ಆರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗ distance between the two non-polar molecules when it decreases, they regain their original structure. But ಯಾವಾಗ ಅವು ನಾನ್-ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅವು ಹತ್ರ ಇರ್ತವೆ, so then their shapes are deformed and temporarily dipole moment is existed or created in the molecules. So that is why dispersion forces are always attractive forces, and these dispersion forces are always only important up to 500 picometer. And once again, in these dispersion forces, interaction energy between the two non-polar molecules directly proportional to the 1/r⁶. ಅಂದ್ರೆ interaction energy is inversely proportional to distance of separation. Is inversely proportional to 6th power of distance of separation. R is nothing but distance of separation of two interacting particles. Greater the distance of separation between the two interacting particles, lesser will be the interaction energy. ಇಲ್ಲಿ two particles ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಟು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ interacting energy or interaction energy is inversely proportional to 6th power of sixth power of distance of separation. Interaction energy is inversely proportional to sixth power of distance of separation. With increasing distance of separation between the particles, interaction energy decreases. Andre particles ಅಥವಾ interacting molecules, interacting atoms ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ interaction energy ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. But when R increases, when the distance between the two particles, interacting particles increases, interacting energy decreases. That is why dispersion forces are significant only up to 500 picometer. 500 picometer ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದರೆ interaction energy decreases. The non-polar molecules regains their original structures. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ dispersion forces are temporary attractive forces. Dispersion forces are London forces are temporary attractive forces exist between the two non-polar molecules or two non-polar atoms.